Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is Thursday afternoon at 1 o'clock, and we are actually bringing together our last series of Community Together for now. And I am so excited because I know we've got two remarkable guests with us today, and everybody's eager to go shopping and dining, and we have two amazing store owners with us. And first, I'd like to introduce Sherry Thomas Blaka, who owns Blush, and she has a store in Thousand Oaks and also in Calabasas. Welcome. We'll talk to you in a quick second. And Josh Spiker, who's with Mile 26 Running Companies, and he's also owns Future Track, who's moving their name to Mile 26 Running. We'll talk about that too. One in Agoura and one in Ventura. So thank you both for being with us today, and welcome.
Thank you so much for having us, Cindy.
It's perfect timing because last night we all got great announcement that phase 2 in Ventura County is being expedited, and that includes, dining and retail stores. And I know people are very anxious to get working and to get shopping again. And first of all, let's start with, what have you been doing for the last 2 months since we've been in COVID, and how quickly can you guys move? Let's talk about your stores. So Josh, let's start with you and just give us a little introduction about your stores, where you are, where you've been, and how excited you are to pivot and start opening.
Yeah, pivot back. So yeah, we have a store in Agoura Hills on Agoura Road, just past Reyes Adobe. And then we also have a store in Ventura. So yeah, well, we have different rules per county, which will be interesting, but we're extremely excited just to see people again. I think the hardest part, outside of the financial aspects, the hardest part is just, lack of interaction. You go to the grocery store and that's like, exciting now, even though you're not supposed to talk to people too much. But just to be able to talk to customers and friends, that's what we're most excited about. So yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah. So your stores have you been doing business online, and your running store, and you carry obviously running shoes, and that's the specialty, and we love it. And I know there's a lot of local runners and kids who need shoes. So what have you been doing since March 15th?
Yeah, so we did launch an online store. So we have all of our shoes online. We do not have all of our products. So if they want, if someone wants something else like an energy gel, they have to call in. The website, we did not have any online sales prior to COVID-19. We viewed ourselves as, a specialty store where we really need to be with the customer and fit shoes in person, which I still think is the best way to do it. But given what was happening, we quickly built an online store, started doing virtual fits. So we use Zoom to talk to people, look at their feet, watch them walk on the camera, and kind of try to make an educated guess on what's going to fit them the best. We set up online chat. So yeah, we turned not into a full e-commerce solution by any means, but yeah, we did add online capabilities, and our sales were about 30% of what they normally were, 25 to 30%. So still down significantly, but I mean, when given where we are, that was huge, and that helped kind of keep us going. And 2 weeks ago, we started doing curbside pickup. And then, yeah, as of today, technically we can open our Ventura store today. We're going to wait until Saturday. But that happened super fast, which is good. And I think we can do it safely. And I think people will be excited to be able to actually try on shoes before they buy them. So
I love it. So let's wait to talk about how you've been opening. And you might end up have an online presence now, which you didn't have before. So I think that's also kind of, as horrible as this is, maybe there's some good that can come out of it. And I love that you pivoted and went online. Sherry, welcome, and one of my favorite boutiques that I love shopping at. So let's talk about your store, where you're located, and what you've been doing for the last 2 months. And let's, Blush is a great store, so welcome.
Well, thank you so much. And I agree with so much of what Josh said, and I'm so happy that you connected us, because I'm going to now go get my running shoes from Josh, and I'm very excited about that.
Oh no, Sherry, you're breaking up. Oh no.
Hello.
Oh, you're breaking up on us.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Okay.
Everything looks good on my end.
Okay. We didn't hear anything you just said about what you've been doing, so you've been breaking up. So we might have, okay, if it happens again, we might have you go out and come back in and see if that works from a Wi-Fi. We are live. Yeah, you're frozen. Josh, let's bring Josh back on.
Okay, I'm gonna leave and come back.
Okay. Josh, what are you planning on doing for Saturday? How will you open the store, and what are you doing with staff? How are you going to control the traffic? More importantly, how are people going to try on shoes?
Yeah, so it's going to be, I don't know if interesting is the right word, but I guess the good news is with our type of store, we are rarely busy, I guess, and I don't mean that in a good or bad way. We work a lot one-on-one, and it's rare where we have more than 2 parties in the store. So our products are not super high end, but we don't have 100 customers a day, right? We'll have, maybe 15, 20 customers a day, and that's good for us. So all of our benches are roughly 10 feet apart. So we just spaced them out a little bit more. We are going to have people wear masks. So everyone will wear a mask. And I know that's somewhat controversial, but everything I've read that shows if both people have a mask, it's just much safer. If someone has a medical condition, we'll work around that with them. We'll have hand sanitizer right when they come in, and before they touch shoes and try shoes on, they're going to have to put hand sanitizer on. The other option we had talked about was gloves. And we kind of went back and forth, but we feel that if people clean their hands right before they touch something, as long as they don't touch their face or eyes or ears and then touch a shoe, it should be safe. Nothing's 100% perfect, but we feel that will minimize the risks. We will accept returns on shoes. We're just gonna, for now, the plan is to keep them in sunlight for about 6 hours. We're looking into UV lighting as well. We talked about spraying them, but we think that would affect the quality of the shoe, and we don't know how, spraying the shoe with Lysol, if that would disintegrate it faster. So we're not going that route. But I really think businesses can do this safely. And yeah, we're gonna, we'll make adjustments as we go. Big things though: social distancing, masks, and lots of hand sanitizer. And then we'll adjust as we go and listen to feedback and more guidelines from the CDC and the county and state. And yeah, I think it'll be.
Yeah, you're very much about service. Josh, your store is very much about service and fit and making sure that it's comfortable, and the high level of service that you give to your clients is, probably will be even more important. And I would imagine that the people will feel very comfortable because of the precautions that you're taking and the service that you're giving and continue to give. And people want to be active and healthy and be outside, and they now more than ever, with gyms closed, and people have to make sure they have good running shoes and, the right fit and, really important. Sherry, welcome back. Let's see. Let's give
Okay,
this.
good. Can you hear me now?
Let's talk
Yes.
about, yeah, we hear you perfectly. So thank you for doing that.
Awesome.
Let's go back to your store and talk about your store and what you did and how you're planning on opening here.
Okay. So coincidentally, I was had my online store scheduled to launch mid-March, and launched my online store 2 days prior to the abrupt closing of both of my brick and mortar locations. So the past couple of months, I have really just been focusing on my online presence, shopmyblush.com, and have been so grateful and fortunate to have an amazing support of the community that is shopping with me through that outlet. Granted, the second quarter is usually my busiest of the year, so I am only at about 15 to 20% business of what I would be if my stores were fully open. Last week, we started doing curbside pickup for online orders and private appointments, and now Thousand Oaks location is able to fully open. So we have limited hours, 11 to 5, Monday through Saturday at both locations. And we are sanitizing after each customer. We're providing masks upon entry if needed. We have plenty of hand sanitizer. And we're just working with customers on an individual basis to fulfill their needs, and are just abundantly and immensely grateful for the support, because like Josh, we are all about customers and having that connection with them and outfitting their needs, and just look forward to things getting back to the new normal.
So, I mean, you mentioned you're 20% of your business. Josh mentioned that he's at 30% of your business. I mean, the reason we selected you too is because you're locally owned and operated, and how important it is that Conejo Valley, and obviously we need to support our businesses and we need to support locally. And, it's super, super important that we shop local and we get back out there and we continue to do that, because we will come out of this stronger if we support local. And we're just huge supporter of that. Sherry, what are you going to do with clothes? I mean, Josh talked about what he's planning on doing when people touch or when they give hand sanitizer. Now that Ventura is opening, your Thousand Oaks store can open. How are you planning on handling? Are people going to be able to try on clothes? Are you going to take returns? What's the plan for that?
Yes. So we're completely open. We don't do.
Oh no. We had no problem with her in warm up.
Yeah.
Are you there? Can you hear me now?
We're back now. Don't move.
Okay. We are offering store credit for purchases made over the past couple of months. People can try on clothes at our Ventura, or at the Thousand Oaks location, which is 1610 East Thousand Oaks Boulevard, next to Nothing Pancakes and Cosmoprof. The Calabasas location is a little more tricky, but we're kind of working with private appointments there as well. And I forget what the other question was, but we're very lenient in our in regards to store credit on returns.
Yeah, and it's really just a good time to get out. I love the fact. And are you going to limit how many people in the store? And are you going to, I don't know how. I would imagine you could potentially have, 6-foot distancing, but you could have a line outside, right? Once people want to get out. I see it, I feel it. Let's hope so, right? Oh, she froze again.
Sure. Yeah, the people that are coming in are just so supportive, and it's not. Can you hear me now? Am I good?
Yep.
Am I good?
Yep.
Am I good, Lydia?
Yes.
Okay. So no more than So no more than 5 people in the store time right now. Following all the we look forward to we can get back to our parties and all the fun things to bring people together. As most know, I'm just as active and giving back to all of the local school synagogues, organizations. I'm active at for many.
So you're breaking up on me, but it sounds like you're going to be
grateful for the returns in this kind of situation. We're just hoping to plug through, get the government assistance.
So I know
if you come in, anybody's on live, we are offering 30% discount store wide if you mention seeing.
So let me interrupt you because I know we had the opportunity to talk beforehand, and as a nice supporter of both your stores, I know I get a text from you, so I would imagine if you are a Blush shopper, I got a text this morning that they're offering 30% off their store through May. So if you mention this broadcast and you're not online, you can go on the store and they will give you a 30% discount. And it's really important. And, Josh is, they're all just trying to open up right now. They're doing the best that they can to follow CDC guidelines. I'm sure your Agora store, let's hope, can open. Do you have any idea of when your Agora store might reopen, Josh?
I have not heard anything from LA County in regards to, I guess, the second phase of stage 2. I don't know if Sherry's heard anything for her Calabasas store. I'm kind of thinking they're going to watch some of the other counties that are opening and see if they see a spike after the first week. I think the trends, if it's a problem, I think sometimes it takes up to 2 weeks to show if it's a real problem, but I'm guessing they're just going to kind of watch and wait for their numbers to drop a little more. Sherry, have you heard anything from LA County in regards to having people in the store?
Unfortunately, it's as of yesterday, it was looking like July 4th, which is far too long for me. So I'm hoping that date changes dramatically in the near future.
Yikes. Yeah.
Unless your landlords are giving you a break, which mine are not.
Well, were you surprised to hear last night that Ventura was opening now? I mean, didn't that just come on suddenly, or did you have any forewarning on that?
After
a little bit.
Yeah, after Monday, we knew it was I didn't know it would be this soon. I thought maybe another week. But after Monday, kind of reading between the lines, we knew we were right there. I didn't really know officially until I saw one of the local breweries in Ventura send an email saying, "Hey, we're opening tomorrow." And I know the owner, so I texted him, and he sent me the press release and said, "Yeah, I think we're good." So I said, "Cool."
Yeah, I mean, look, and I mean this sincerely, like, we need to support each other and everything you guys are doing, to the way you've pivoted to go online. Josh, you created a website, and you've been able to do that. Sherry, you've got a great website. I did mention about the 30% off that you're offering your clients, and let them sign up and make sure those texts are great, and I love them and I get them. And you both have great stores, and it's super important right now that we help you get back back to business and help the community, because if we help you, we help your employees, we help our own community get stronger. And for those that are able to go out and shop, you know, there's enough people out here that want Conejo Valley to continue to be strong. Is there anything in closing that you want to add or share, or Josh, if you want to offer any kind of, you know, any offer, promotion, or anything to the community? We'd love to, you know, in closing, Josh, anything you want to add, and then we'll go with Sherry, and thank you both.
Sure. Yeah. So for any online sales, we just set up a coupon right before this meeting. So it's just Let's Run, LETSRUN. So if you go to mile26runningco.com, click on the Shop Now button. That's on all the shoes. So if you see any shoes you want, we either deliver them or have them shipped from one of our vendors. So we'll do that for the next, I don't know, week or so. I'll leave that up.
And now, how much of a coupon is that? Let's Run.
Oh, so it's 20% off, and our shoes, they range from about 100 to 160. So we'd prefer to see people in the store, but in Agora, yeah, I hope it's not July 4th. That would be really rough. So hopefully it's a little sooner than that. Yeah, just, I mean, don't support any retailer locally you can. Restaurants, I mean, they're just getting slammed. I don't, yeah, their rent is so expensive. Fortunately, our landlord was pretty cool and let us defer a couple months. So that was extremely helpful. But yeah, I know right now some people did get stimulus checks, and for a while it was like, we got these stimulus checks, but the only place was open was Amazon. Our evil competitor. Not really. Anyway, if you are in a position to support local, just, yeah, it goes a long way. And yeah, I think we would all be extremely appreciative and thankful for anything anyone local does for us. So.
Agree. And if you need, I mean, you remember, you should be replacing your running shoes every X amount of miles anyway.
Every day, once a day.
And if you've been using them and you've been out, it's really good time, and support locals. and go online and absolutely do not shop on Amazon. They are delivering them to your house. So it's great service. Somebody on our team had their shoes delivered. It's great service, and absolutely, we love what you're doing, and we can't, you know, good luck opening this weekend, and wish you the best of luck. Sherry, in closing, what can we do to support Blush, and what last message do you want to give out there?
So in closing, you can go to our website, shopmyblush.com, enter code SAVE30 and receive 30% off store-wide. And you could do that with curbside pickup, and we'll have it ready for you at either location to pick up if you're uncomfortable coming in the store. If you are comfortable coming in the store, please come. We miss the interaction and would love to see you, and are also offering 30% off store-wide, just mentioning this podcast and that you saw us here. So thank you for having me, and for the support of the community, and continue to spread the love and joy and light, and we will all survive.
All right. Thank you both for being strong. Thank you both for being on, and I wish you both the best of luck, and good luck opening, you know, at least you get to open one store and learn from that before the other store. I always like to look at the bright side of it all. So the good news is you don't have to open both at the same time. So you get to test drive it. So good luck with that this weekend. And thank you so much for being on, and stay safe and healthy.
Thank you. Thanks, Lydia. Bye.